Most of praises to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Hashem, Kodash, Barak, Salakia. Barak Wa Shalom Ta'ala Akyam, pushing this regional work in our sincerity and truth. This is Kazakh from the James Akyam. Small video on this so-called scientist, this so-called wise man by the name of Stephen Hawkins passed away the other day. See, and basically brothers in the spirit of doing videos on this individual. So I'm just gonna put in a few words and a few scriptures myself.
So when people ask me if a God created the universe, I tell them that the question itself makes no sense. Time didn't exist before the Big Bang, so there is no time for God to make the universe in.
Right, so basically, hopefully brothers can hear this, can hear the audio clearly. Not really, it's not that loud in my headset, but hopefully brothers can hear it clearly. Okay, so he said that the question, did God create the universe? See, it makes no sense. See, because time existed time did not exist before the Big Bang. So God didn't have time to create the universe. But in all actuality, seeing the Most High, the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, right, created time, right? When Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai created, when Yahweh created Yahweh Shai, that was the beginning of time, right? It's in Revelation it says, I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, right? So that was the beginning of time when the Most High created Yahweh Shai. See? So, in all actuality, the Most High had all the time in the world. See?
It's like asking for directions to the edge of the Earth. The Earth is a sphere. It doesn't have an edge. So looking for it is a futile exercise.
Right, and just like looking for the edge of the earth, right? Trying over and over and over to prove that there is no God or that an external power does not exist. That is a futile race as well. See, that is a futile attempt, right? Because the evidence is all around. See, the evidence is all around that look, there has to be a creator. See, there is no such thing as a Big Bang, right? No random event could end up making such a perfect and harmonious creation. You see, look at if you take a glass, right? If you take two glass or two dishes, right, and drop them on the floor, see, them shatter, fall apart, right, and it's chaos, right? There is no pattern or some what you call it, extraordinary thing that will come from that, right? It's just chaos. It's a mess, right? We're supposed to get cleaned up and thrown away, right? So there is no random happening, right, that can cause such a harmonious existence. See, that's chaotic, right? Anything will happen anything will take place without order or without some form of external force or external influence, right? It will be chaos.
We are each free to believe what we want.
Right, and the Most High differs, right? No man is free to believe, as a matter of fact. Because people don't really understand why they even there in the first place. Seeing what the scripture tell them. See, it's Ecclesiasticus 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Right? Because people tend to forget that there is a higher power, right? And that he is to be served, he is to be praised. Right? Nowadays everybody high on pride, you see me? Forgetting them creator, forgetting how them get our reach here in the first place, why them are living in the first place. Seeing? That is why Stephen Hawkins lived the entirety or a majority of his life seen in the state where him dead, right? Him cursed, seen, because him don't believe in the higher power. Him don't believe in the Most High, so the Most High make him be a curse for the rest of his life. Curse him and bone him to a wheelchair for the rest of his life, yo. See, and him is the so-called smartest man in the world, was the so-called smartest man in the world, right? But him could help himself out of the situation when dead, right? As a right, as where a whole heap of people would have thought. See, sure I'm not the only one who thinks this, right? Other brothers have said it. See, how can him be the so-called the smartest man in the world and bound to a wheelchair, speaking from and using old technology to communicate, right? And the world has advanced in technology, see, in the past few years, right? The technology in the world now far right now. If as long as I can afford it, because I don't know how ESA system stay, everything is about money, right? As long as I can afford it, you know what I mean, you don't have to live as a handicapped, right? There are many ways how you can live not exactly like a normal person, but without your disabilities are getting in your way all the time. See, calm. Let me continue.
My view that the simplest explanation is, there is no God. No one created the universe, and no one directs our fate.
Right. Let's go to scripture fast. See. Alright, this is Psalm 14 verse 1. So Psalm 14 verse 1, it says, the fool has said in his heart, there is no God, they are corrupt, they have done abominable works, there is none that do it good. So okay, right? So basically the scripture calls Stephen Hawking a fool, right? He's not wise. If he did wise, he would have know that the Lord exists. Take note. In the scriptures, the man them what them call wise men, right? Them know that the Lord exists, right? Them believe in the Lord, right? Verse 2 it says, Yahweh looked down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there were any that did understand, and seek God. They are all gone aside, they are all together become filthy. There is none that do it good, no, not one. Right? And the scripture we read before in Ecclesiastes, it says that right, the whole duty of man is to fear the Most High and keep His commandments. Right? And here in the Psalms, it tells us that, look, nobody actually do that. See? Nobody now do that today, except for the men them in the highways and the byways where seek righteousness. See? Okay. Just remember which precept I follow. Proverbs. Okay, it says this. Right. Okay, this is Proverbs 16 verse 1. Right. Alright, so for all of those like Stephen Hawkins who believe that there is no faith and no one direct our steps, listen to this scripture. So Proverbs 16 and 1, the preparations of the heart in man, and the word heart come from the Hebrew word lab, which means your mind. So the preparation of your mind and the answer of the tongue, the things that you speak, see, is from the Lord Yahweh. Right. All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes, but the Lord weighs the spirit. The point up at the top is the preparation of the heart in man. Right. So in other words, whatever you think and whatever you speak is from Yahweh. Right. No man the guide him own steps. See, so one we go. Really quick. Proverbs 19 and 21. Right? It says, there are many devices in a man's heart, nevertheless the counsel of the Lord that shall stand. See? So no matter what you might think or what you might do, right, at the counsel of the Lord stand you. See, whatever the Most High set out for you do, and for you think, and for you say, that will stand. Not what man might think. See, which on a deeper level of the Most High make you think that way there. See that? See, the Most High blind you, thinking that you rule your own destiny, thinking that you thinking of your own. It's so confusing, but see, but who have ears to hear, let him hear. Right? Yeah. This is the one number one. It's a Proverbs 21 and 1. It says, the king's heart, again, from the Hebrew word love meaning mind, is in the hand of Yahweh as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. Right? So, no matter how great you be, no matter how small you be, the Lord control your paths, He control your steps. See? Him direct you however He want you to go. Right? Man don't think half of them own you. See, if it was up to man alone, then I mean the world would have already been destroyed. See, our man wouldn't even dip on the level where them there. Right? The Lord are the one that put the knowledge in a man's heart to create all of them technology where you see out. right? Whether it be building, whether it be a phone or an electronic device, a car, the Lord are the one that put that spirit or put the knowledge in a man to do all of them things there, right? Man have the wisdom there for them own. See, only if a precept come to me, we just have to try bring out as much as we can, and hopefully we don't make this lesson too long. This is probably Psalms. No, so that can be Psalms. No, it's Job 33, 14, verse 4. Anyway, so okay. Alright, it's at Job 33 and 14. It says, "For the Most High speaketh once, yet twice, yet man perceiveth it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, in slumberings upon the bed. Then he openeth the ears of men and seal their instruction." Right? So that's when the instruction, that's how the Most High control men, you see. When they're dead asleep at night time, that's when they get programmed. Right? And yes, for all of the wise cracking scoffers, them are gonna say, oh, what if me not sleep tonight? Guess what? You did sleep one time, you did sleep the night before or the night before, see, and that's when the instruction gets sealed. So you're not gonna sleep the next night. See, so no matter what you do, your instructions will be sealed, your faith sealed. Right? The Most High direct your paths, Him direct your steps, anywhere you go, anything you do. You know what I mean? That's why we as brothers, right, we have to stay humble, yo. See, because we know the heart, we know how Yahweh Bashem Yahushai do things, yo. See, right? That's the word prayer. Alright, the word prayer, see, go back to beg. See, and when a person is a beggar, them are the humblest thing, you know, right? Them are one of the humble. Right? If you're a beggar, you have to be humble, and the word humble means to be low. See, so knowing how Yahweh Bashem Yahushai stay, knowing that Him are the power, Him are the one that control all things, right? You're supposed to be humbling at the sight of the Lord, right? Always praying, seeing, fasting, right? Not like these Edomites where believe and certain niggers will believe that the Lord don't exist. Yeah, may I bring out a couple more precepts. No, go back to the video first.
This leads me to a profound realization. There is probably no heaven, and no afterlife either. We have this one life to appreciate the grand design of the universe.
Right? So,
Appreciate the grand design of the...
Stephen Hawkins words come back to bite him, right? Because a few seconds ago he must say that there is no creator, but then, right? But then him go back and say this.
We have this one life to appreciate the grand design of the universe.
Right? If something is designed, there has to be a designer. See, there has to be somebody where put it together. See, I'm going to look up the word design. I've looked it up. Just gonna grab it. So this is the word design. Right. The word design. It says a plan or drawing produced to show the look and function or workings of a building, garment, or other object before it is made. Right? So the very fact that him said that the grand design of the universe simply it implying only one thing, that the universe was created, right? It didn't happen by chance. It was created by an external power, an external force, which is Yahweh, right? And it is in the name, right? Because the word, the name Yahweh, it actually means He is, right? In other words, He is existence. He is everything. Everything we are see is Yahweh Bashim. It's a manifestation of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the existence of the Lord, the Creator, right? Everything we are look for. See. Yeah, more make reference to, if you're interested watching this video and you're interested, if you look it up, right, go back to Avatar The Last Airbender, that cartoon scene, the episode with the swamp, right, where they said that, look, the swamp, the whole swamp is actually just one big tree stretched out for miles. Seeing roots, the roots start their branches, right, and spread out, then the branch, then and start create more trees, right, and everything basically in a one day, you know what I mean? They are everything separate, but them in one, them come from one, right? That's how I get implied with that episode, right, with the song. If anybody interested and want to look it up, they can go look back on that. See, it's he has unveiled his design for the new museum. Small sentence. It says a decorative pattern. Decide upon the look and function of a building, garment, or other object by making a detailed drawing of it, right? And which Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai didn't have to do no drawing. All him do was create Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai create everything in the power of him Father, or in the name of him Father. See? Right, which go back to what everything get created by the Heavenly Father. You know what I mean? If you have a construction company, right, and you gonna have different men, we are gonna work on that company, we are gonna work on that building. See, all of them name now go up on the list of who created the building, right? See, it will fall under the name of the construction company, right? Whether it be Greenleaf Construction Company, right? This building was created by Greenleaf Construction Company. See, I see way the most I create Yahweh Shai create the 144, right? And all of them create we are see today in the name of Yahweh. See, and just to not make this too long, I'm going to grab one more precept. That's one last precept. We did have more, but time. So one last precept. And this is Colossians 1:15, right? See, it says, who is the image of the invisible power, the invisible God, the firstborn of every creature, for by him were all things created, that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him. And he is before all things, and by him all things consist. Speaking of Yahweh Shai, right? Yeah, all things were created by Yahweh Shai, See, all things we are see, everything we are see, now created by our Shia, right? And him and the 144 angels, right? The elect, we're upon the earth today. See, and as I said before, he that have an ear, let him hear. He that will receive it, whoever the Lord reveal it to, I'm going to reveal it to. Not everybody ever can understand. So with that, hopefully this lesson or this video was edifying. Until next time, Shalom.